Hey co-reporters, the Ashley's Reality Roundup has finally announced what we've all been sort of suspecting, which is that Kail and Javi are officially separated. What is a little bit surprising about this is how long the pair has been separated for. According to a source close to the Ashley's Reality Roundup, Javi and Kailyn have actually been separated since December of last year. So yeah, that means they've been separated since before Javi was deployed. You know, which makes this all really weird, this whole entire season. I mean, we all knew the show was, staged, like a lot of scenes were staged, but for these two to lie to, Kailyn's son Isaac about the fact that Javi would be coming home and this and that, and to watch him cry about missing Javi while simultaneously telling him, oh, everything's gonna be okay, he's coming back home, knowing that they're separated and probably on their way to divorce. I mean, they are divorcing actually. Knowing that they're divorcing is just mind-boggling. It's really crazy to think that there's a price tag on your child's feelings in this day and age, and that, MTV had the right number for it. So the source who confirmed the news to the Ashley said something along the lines of, both Kail and Javi knew that the divorce was sort of imminent and that there's always been a disconnect. Honestly, anyone with eyes who had been watching the show since the very beginning could agree with that. I mean, it was very obvious, and it came from Kail's mouth herself multiple times, that pretty much the biggest driving factor for her marrying Javi was, the benefits. I don't even know, I wonder if she, sometimes people in bed will slip up and call someone by someone else's name, but I feel like Kail probably accidentally called Javi benefits one too many times. This is what happens, boys and girls, when you marry someone for what they can give you as opposed to the love that you feel for them. And unfortunately, there's another child in the middle of this. The two share a son named Lincoln, who is very young. It's really sad to see another child from this franchise about to grow up not knowing what it's like to be in a traditional, quote-unquote real family. Really sad to see, but again, it's not surprising. I feel like Javi put up with a whole lot of things from Kail. He's gone on Twitter and accused her of cheating on him, and a lot of their former mutual friends are sort of hinting at this as well. We saw Peach on Twitter a few weeks ago sort of subtweeting Kail. A scene played out where Peach and Kail were FaceTiming and talking about how they missed each other and wanted to hang out. Someone tweeted to Kail, oh, your friendship with Peach is so cute and this and that. So Kail puts these thumbs down emojis because she's a grown-ass woman, and she says, we're not friends anymore, boo, something along those lines. And so Peach got pretty pissed off, rightfully so, because why are you subtweeting as a grown-ass woman with 2 children, with 2 baby daddies? You would think you're busier than that. So Peach goes on Twitter and she says, you know what, I don't need the sort of friends who would say, if you don't protect me, I will protect you. And honestly, anyone who's been following this can see that Peach is really trying to let you know that, yeah, Javi's claims of Kail cheating on him are pretty true. And so she had another friend who sort of subtweeted about the whole cheating and being a bad friend and this and that. So it's not looking really good for Kail. And if these rumors are in fact true, it's really heartbreaking and sad to see that she would cheat on someone who loved her through, the physical abuse that she put them through, the verbal abuse. Wow, he loved her son Isaac as if he were his own, and this is how you repay him. He's gone to fight for the country as well, and you're gonna just do that? Couldn't be me, girl, but we're all made in our own special ways. So what has to be one of the least surprising things about this whole entire separation is that Javi is on Twitter, seeming really sad and really glum about the fact that his family is broken. And he's just talking about how, hey, I've cheated on a woman in the past, and now I understand how she feels. If I ever saw her again, I would apologize because this sucks. It's heartbreaking to lose your family. Whereas Kail on the other side is being typical Kail, where she almost sounds kind of celebratory about all of it. She's retweeting things like, oh, strong, independent woman who don't need no man, show no emotions, be a robot, have no feelings. This is your family. Your oldest child is under 10 years old, and he's about to be ripped out of yet another home. This is not time to stunt for Twitter. This is not time to stunt for the gram. This is not time to be twerking on Snapchat. This is a really, really serious life transition that your son is about to go through yet again. And as we've seen play out, you seem to be the common denominator in both of these relationships. So if this were my situation personally, I wouldn't even be really on social media hawking off waist trainers like I didn't just get lipos. I would not be hawking off like slim teas. I would be really trying to figure out what I could do to better myself as a woman, as a partner, and as a mother, so that this doesn't happen to my children yet again. You know what I mean? It's really, really sad to see how the relationship is ending sort of the same way that it began, where one party is super emotionally invested and just you know, being really genuine and from the heart, and the other party is just like so nonchalant about the whole thing. Like it's not a huge deal for their family. I would love to say that I'm surprised that she's behaving this way on social media and just like laughing it off and being casual about it, but no, I'm not, and I'm pretty sure you're not either. And just the whole twerking thing, it's like, why would you want that kind of image of you on the internet for life? I mean, you already exposed yourself for a free like Snapchat surgery. Like, chillax a little bit. The internet is permanent, and your son and your son's friends, anyone who knows your son or who knew that you were on this television show, are gonna Google you and go back and have conversations with them. And it's like, so that's your mom. I wish them both luck and a lot of love in the future. I hope that Javi can learn to mature. This wasn't a one-sided street. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm just bashing Kailyn, because Javi himself was a very, very immature individual. He was a very insecure individual, and he was a little bit of a manipulative and somewhat emotionally abusive individual himself. He played a big part in the demise of this relationship, just as much as Kail did. So it's just that one of them is a lot slicker about the actions that they take, while the other one is just so blatant and brash with it. So Javi, I'm not giving you a hall pass here, boy. You were pretty immature, you know, at times when you didn't want her to talk to Joe, or when you didn't want her to communicate with V. You came across as manipulative a few times as well, like when you would sabotage her outings with her friends and this and that. But you know what? When someone apologizes to you for the things that they do, remember when Javi ruined like one of these trips she was going to have with the girls, and she went anyway to the concert, and then Javi drove all the way there with his friends, bought her flowers and this and that, and all she could say was, yeah, you were wrong. You were so wrong. You were this and that. You know, in every argument, it takes two to escalate, right? So at the end of every argument, I feel like, yeah, accept the fact that he was wrong and let him know that it hurt your feelings, but don't rub it in a person's face, and acknowledge the things that you did as well, right? Like an argument cannot escalate with just one party. You know what, as much as I rag on Kailyn stuff, I do hope she's happy, and I hope all these girls end up happy as well. So good luck to the both of them, and I hope that their children do not see another broken home again. They're so young to be continuously going through this. Like, stop choosing like temporary flings and short-term gains over like the health and safety and security of your family and your children. You're always going to lose time after time. It's never worth it. And once again, I am disappointed to see that both Kail and Javi were perfectly fine lying to their children on national television for the sake of an MTV reality check. You know, children's feelings should not be for sale. They should not be manipulated for public consumption. But again, everybody has their different parenting styles. So that's what they decided to do, and it is what it is, I guess you can say. How do you feel about the fact that both Kail and Javi had been separated since December before he deployed, and they just had it play out on television as if they weren't, and they were expecting him to come back? They were telling Isaac every time he cried, oh, daddy's coming back home, everything's gonna be okay, it's gonna go back to the way it was. Like, is that not weird to you? I'm not as concerned for Lincoln because he's so young that he probably won't remember what it's like to be in a stable nuclear home, but yeah, just share your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below, and as always, let's chat. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more.